I'm now standing at the intersection of the Gdanski bypass and the road number 1, which leads into Pruszcz Gdanski. There you can see the sign, what's available, Szczecin Gdynia Sopot to the right, and if you want to go south you come to Łódź. There's the roundabout in front of me. I hope this is going to come out okay because the sun is quite bright. You may be able to see the road to the south leading to Łódź, and there's a bus at the moment turning around, and it's now on the motorway which is going around Gdansk. So there is the motorway. You may see some traffic on it at the moment, not a lot, but there is a bus going down there, so you can see that. Now, the distance from this spot where I am now to the site we're interested in is around 600 meters by my eye. So from the roundabout to where we are going. First of all, we have a factory which is there, Mercor. I don't know what they do, but they probably do something because they've got a big factory. Going further to the south, we see the site that we're interested in. In front of us, there's a big white building, and this building is the, I think this is the factory of black, red, white. I think I'm not 100% certain actually because it doesn't seem to be written. And the site that we're interested in is just in front of it. Now, from the centre of town, it took me 34 minutes to walk here, which leads me to think that it is approximately 3 kilometers from the centre. The site it's a 3-hectare site, which largely stretches alongside the road. To the southern side there is the canal, which we will see now, and to the northern side there is the factory. Now, we were discussing this. Maybe this road would need widening. I don't know, but this is the route number 1, the main road north to south. Poland's answer to the M1, in fact, well, A1 I think is a fairer one to say. And there we have the route. Now, Pruszcz Gdanski appears to have only one large shopping store, which is Gdanski next to the railway station. I might change my mind a little, but it seems to be only a large store. So, pulling this up a little bit further, and there we see the site and the immediate surroundings. Now, on the left-hand side, on the other side of the road, we have a hotel. Beyond that, there's a logistics terminal. All of these things are brand new. There is the main factory for bongs. They make Bong, I think it is. It's a Danish company that make boxes, which is a bit further to the south. And there's still a little bit of land here which is ready for development. Now on the road widening, it needs widening. I am told from City Hall that this is something which can be arranged. I don't know if it's necessary. Were there, however, to be a commercial centre here, the access at the point directly in front of us now would have to be changed. So this current road system would have to be enlarged. The hotel, which is in front of us, to my eye, would seem to have around 45 rooms. To my eye. Here we have the southern site, which could no doubt benefit from a little bit of landscaping. Part of it. We have cables above, but I mean we can put them underground. That won't be terribly expensive. It's not high tension things. which does cost a fair whack of cash. Now, the land in front of me on the plan, this would not, as I recall, I haven't got the plans in front of me as I give them to Roy, but this bit here has, I think, only, immediately bordering the river, has only 20% building capacity. The whole site, though, has an average of over 60%, and most of what we see in front of us here is 80%. Now, what else could we do here? Obviously, a 3-hectare site is a little bit bigger, too big for maybe what you're looking for, but certainly you can take, I think, a little bit of housing, or even some of the other kind of developments. It does have just about anything on this site, which is very, very good. So now I'm going to walk down to the back of the site, and I will stop filming in a short while, so it's probably pretty boring. But for you, of course, not for me, because I'm just rabbiting on as I usually do. The land here, I think they originally, I mean the thought of the company which owns it, I think they may have been thinking of production or something here. It's part, the owners are, it's part of Jelcz. Jelcz is it once was the main Polish bus manufacturer. Coaches. Now, if you come here 15, 20 years ago, you'd see all the buses were made by some Hungarian company, and all the coaches were made by Jelcz. Now, since then, it's lost a huge market share. It's fallen into, it almost went bankrupt. But I remember we had an article in the magazine about 5 years ago, and Jelcz certainly was on its way, making a very strong comeback. Anyway, so the money's needed for Jelcz. That's why they're selling. I'm walking here towards the back of the site. I'm not certain actually where the boundary is. Unfortunately, I haven't the map with me. But looking at it, if we've got, I would have thought the boundary was somewhere around here. It's hard to say. Hard to say. It must. Anyway, if it's a 3. I mean, looking at this, it must be somewhere in this area. I mean, looking at it that way, it must be about, what, 500 metres long, which is 3 hectares, which just suggests about 60 metre depth, which means I've gone far too far back. Anyway, so there we have the site. There we have the motorway, which is just about visible, just about, not quite, but the sign's visible. I appreciate that you're looking at this in very, very low format, in very low, so it won't look too brilliant. Bear in mind it's not a professional camera as well. It's my little camera I'll carry around with me, so maybe this will not make the news this evening. But it's the first time I've actually done this, and if this is a success, I might just go into business just doing this and nothing else, filming sites. So anyway, I'm now going to take some photographs, which 500 kilobytes, which I hope will be large enough for you, and I'll take some. Maybe I'll just do no. I'll send them by email. I'll do 100 kilobytes, but I think I'll be more than adequate. Okay, right, bye.